With deep ties to industry, the Jonsson School legacy is one of corporate involvement and public support to enrich educational opportunity in North Texas. The school's history starts with Eugene McDermott, Erik Jonsson, and Cecil Green, the founders of Texas Instruments. These visionary founders established UT Dallas. Initially, the new university only offered graduate programs. Cultural reasons delayed the establishment of an engineering school. The growing UT Dallas was located in an area that became known as the Telecom Corridor. It was in this moment of expansion and growth at the university and the surrounding area that it became clear it was time to build a School of Engineering and Computer Science.
I started in August 1, 1973. The Jonsson School, there was nothing. Literally, this was just an artifact, really. If you looked out the window, there were the cows and horses of the extension campus of A&M.
So I came to UTD in 1985 as a MS student, and this is the time when Jonsson School did not exist and computer science department was under natural sciences.
The university had always wanted to teach engineering, but the university itself had encountered a lot of opposition when it was created. People actually didn't want us to exist, and they were particularly adamant that we would not be able to have an engineering school.
What they didn't realize is that the computer science department by itself already satisfied all these conditions. So computer science was moved from mathematics into the School of Engineering, and overnight we satisfied all these horrendous conditions that were supposed to stop UTD from creating a School of Engineering.
I was program head of computer science in '86, and one of the big developments that year was that we recruited 3 new faculty from Northwestern University. That's where I went to school to get my PhD. So basically I recruited some of my professors, and we hired about 5 or 6 new EE faculty that just started.
In 1988, it was kind of the Wild West. It was a bunch of assistant professors really running the show and a dean trying to just corral us a little bit. Back in those days, there was no such thing as an electronic library. Everything was just books. There were no freshmen or sophomores on campus at all.
You didn't have undergraduate students, so the campus was virtually empty during the day. And we could focus on research and do things that you would like to do when there are not more students around. And the students at night roll in. So the school literally started, and everything buzzing with excitement around 5 o'clock or 5:30. So this was a very strange scenario, which I actually enjoyed because it gave the impression of being a research lab.
Way back in the early days, I would go to lunch with Polycarp Kush, Nobel laureate in physics. And we were all so friendly that napkins came out and diagrams. I mean, lunch was a learning experience.
Over the past 30 years, the Jonsson School has gone through many phases, and I'm very impressed with the longtime faculty who came in here, who had the courage to come in here when there was not much here except the cotton field. You cannot underestimate the contribution of the pioneers. They positioned us well to launch us on the trajectory that we're on.
Now, after 30 years of growth, the Jonsson School has become one of the most rigorous and technologically advanced programs in the country. We have become an economic engine of growth and innovation for North Texas because of our focus on industry-relevant research and education. With an enrollment of nearly 7,000 students and over $51 million in research funding annually, the Jonsson School has maintained the high quality of our programs while experiencing phenomenal growth.
Impetus to getting great was the Project Emmett, which built the Natural Sciences and Engineering Research Laboratory and gave us significant extra money, kind of booster funding. Bob Helms came in as dean at that time, then David Daniel came as president, And then we hired Mark Spong, and between David Daniel and Mark Spong, we began to add degree programs in other fields, which was absolutely essential to becoming a real School of Engineering.
The best students will follow the best faculty. And so if we have top research and teaching faculty, I think that's what it's all about. And I think we've done a tremendous job of bringing in top-notch researchers, teachers who are dedicated to the students and dedicated to their research. And I think that bodes well for the future.
Please do not build steeples of excellence with the tenement of mediocrity. We followed that process. We carefully choose the areas that we want to be excellent in. We put all of our effort to build those programs. I mean, take a look at mechanical engineering, take a look at the biomedical engineering, material science. All these programs came about in the past, 10 or 15 years, and they have gone to a very, very good place.
All the elements that are needed for a very highly ranked department are already in place. Good emphasis on both funding as well as high quality publication has really made a big difference.
So the Erik Jonsson School over the years has really become a force to be reckoned with. In my opinion, we've gone from, essentially in '87, no departments to having 6 fully functioning departments now.
Everybody expected that it would grow and succeed, but I think the reality has exceeded pretty much everybody's expectations at that time.
What we have now is a very large department, very active.
Computer science department has grown very rapidly in the last few years, and so students can choose pretty much anything they want to take, whether it's graphics or software engineering or machine learning or animation, virtual reality, AI, networks.
We have some incredible students. I run the honors undergraduate program, and I would pit my top 10 students any year against the top 10 students from any university in the country. These are excellent, and they're being recruited by the very, very best schools and companies.
Well, one of the things that I'm most proud of over the past 9 years is the UT Design program and the team that Rod Wetterskog has put together, both the staff and the faculty involved in the program and the students and the companies. It's a tremendous team effort, and as I say, it really has exceeded all of my expectations.
The support given by Texas Instruments to UTD is absolutely phenomenal, and without strings attached.
One of our previous presidents, Dr. Franklin Jennifer, said, when you drive around a campus, if you can't see 2 cranes working, in other words, a lot of building going on, then that campus is dying. Well, I don't think MIT is dying, but we are growing, and there's always a new building.
The Jonsson School was built on the vision of Erik Jonsson, Eugene McDermott, and Cecil H. Green, the founders of Texas Instruments. In the last 3 decades, we have become home to some of the world's best researchers and students, and we're not slowing down. Our future promises to be as bright as our past. The Jonsson School aims for another 30 years of excellence and to become a top school both nationally and beyond. In the next 30 years, I believe the Jonsson School of Engineering and Computer Science can really be a nexus of innovation and technology development for North Texas, and quite honestly, the United States. The DFW area is a magnet for bringing in amazing companies.
I remain very optimistic about the future of the Jonsson School. Given our rapid progress and where we are today, I think that the best is yet to come in many ways. It's really all about the team effort, and I want to congratulate everybody and thank everybody for the support. As long as we continue to have support from the community, from the upper administration, I think that over the next 30 years, we can indeed become the MIT of the Southwest.